Dude, I swear to God, this campaign is cursed. 78%? What is this? It's another 71%? We've had like 10 of those. Oh, and look at that, 71. Dude, I swear to God, what is going on? Okay, so now, normally I would have liked to attack Venice here, but I think I'm gonna let him finish his war first and see what he does. So that leaves me with either attacking Austria to take Vienna, although it might be a bit too early to get the event triggered. I'm not entirely sure how long it lasts, but even this one, the one we got from Cairo, it doesn't last us the whole campaign. Yeah, it only lasts until 86. So with that in mind, I think I'm gonna go ahead and attack Castile next. And after that, we can either go ahead and start our campaign into France, since Provence has... we already have CBs against France basically because of Provence. We could also attack the Pope here, because Provence also has cores here, and we can release Savoy from the Pope, which also, as you know, has other cores here, has quite a bit of cores. And we can also release 3 guys from the Pope here, which we can vassalize. So the Pope is also a target, or we can attack Venice, because they're probably gonna finish their war by then. But yes, I think the best course of action right now would be to attack Castile, which will also bring in Portugal, but we can just white peace him. We can juggle the truces with them here. One thing I didn't notice here is that the Mamluks apparently took 2 provinces from our eyalet here, from Hassa. Looks like the Mamluks were a bit rude to Hassa over here, but we don't really care about it that much, because this land here is not necessary for our achievement. It is outside of the Mashriq. I mean, eventually we'll probably go ahead and take it back, but for the purposes of for Mehmet's ambition at least, we don't care. But before I forget, we can also promote this dude here to an eyalet. And yeah, we're in the process of moving our armies to Iberia, so that's gonna take a while. Looks like Castile has some problems with rebels, and you can see here that they are sieging down this province here, which means their army is across the straits. So if we are quick enough here, problem is we have to siege down Gibraltar in order to be able to close off their connection here. So I do have an army en route here, so instead of dropping them off in Valencia, maybe I can just bring the navy here and have them disembark here. Would be a bit risky, but we can also move in with this army once we declare the war. We're gonna see if it works out. Okay, looks like Castile and Portugal's armies are here as well. Interesting. Well, let's try it, I suppose. Let's see. We can even co-belligerate Portugal if we want to, and England wouldn't accept the call to arms. Do we want to break their alliance? Probably yes. We can declare on England separately, I suppose. We can potentially trap 11k troops there, which is not a lot, but it's something. And yeah, looks like Portugal broke off their alliance with England because they refused the call to arms. And it doesn't look like I can actually come here with this second army because of the fort here in Toledo. Yeah, and it looks like they will engage us here, which is not ideal. So I think instead I'm just gonna drop them off here like I intended to. It's gonna be fine. They don't... well, actually... they're going to Africa for some reason. That's annoying. The pretender rebels are gonna attack us here. Okay, well, if you're just gonna sit there... it looks like the Crimeans finally are seeking Ottoman protection. There we go. We can get them as a march, which is great. And of course, more rebels spawned on top of us. God damn it. At least it wasn't the big stack. Okay, looks like they're just gonna let us siege down Gibraltar? If they do, they're gonna be stuck there with 33k troops, which I don't mind. And we already took down Toledo. Okay, let's go ahead and kill that Portuguese army while we're at it. Aragon declared a crusade against us. I don't think that's gonna matter too much. And there we go, we control Gibraltar, which means they are stuck here. That's great. Okay, we're gonna pick off these armies here. Looks like the Castilians are going even further inside of Morocco. Oh my god, we just annihilated them. We stack wiped them. Okay, and now we more or less just have free reign over here to just siege down everything. These rebels are annoying, but yeah, what can you do? I'm just gonna breach any and all forts at this point because we are 10 years ahead of time in Miltech, so yeah. And the Provincians here looks like they have a 3-star general, a 4-5-4-4 general. God damn, dudes. You know what? Since you have a 4 siege general, I'm gonna tell you to attach here, and I'm even gonna... So I'm gonna tell everyone to be sieging, but Provence specifically, I'm gonna tell them to be supportive. And that should hopefully make them more likely to attach to my army. Let's see if that works. Because it looks like Castile went to siege down Tunis, which is fine by me. Okay, looks like Venice finished their war and they only took one province, which is unfortunate, but it looks like Ferrara was attacked by Bologna as well. So that's good actually, because if Bologna annexes Ferrara here, we can then release Ferrara from Venice when we fight them, and then depending on whether we can just vassalize Bologna on their own when they take this province, we're gonna do that, or we're just gonna release Modena from them. Oh, and this is new. Looks like Parma is independent here as well. I didn't even see that. Sure, we can improve relations with them, why not? Now, Mantua, we have 92 favors with. Let me buy some trust with those favors. And let's see if that will be enough to make them accept to be vassalized. Still not quite. We need to grow our economic base a bit more before they will accept, but that's fine. I'm gonna go ahead and attack the Castilian fleet here because I want to steal some more ships. Why build your own ships when you can just steal them? Looks like they retreated. We didn't steal any ships. And here we go, the fate of the Holy City. So here, if we choose this, we get a bunch of development in Kudus, which is Jerusalem basically. And we also get idea cost minus 5%. And our ruler also gains one diplo point, which is actually pretty good. It's gonna become a 656. So yeah, that's very good for us. There we go. And we also got a new achievement, a truly divine ruler. Get a 555 ruler. I thought that you actually needed to have like a 555 ruler, but apparently it works even if some of the stats are higher than 5, which is great. That's a big Brandenburg, by the way. I don't know what the hell happened with this war here that Poland was involved with Danzig and the Teutons, but oh, it looks like Poland has Danzig as a vassal. Okay. Yeah, Poland isn't that strong in this game because obviously they didn't take the PU with Lithuania, which is a bit strange, but hey, it's an ally. We don't really get a lot of those. Such is the life of the Ottoman. Somehow the Castilians landed 5k troops in Cairo. That's pretty funny. So we have enough right now to white peace Portugal, which is what we want to do. However, I'm also considering just taking a lot of money from them. The max we could take is 405, which would help us pay back some of our loans, which I do want to get rid of, because one thing that's annoying about having loans is we cannot use this interaction here, influence nation, unless we repay all of our loans, and that's another 25 opinion boost, and that's gonna help us a lot to vassalize them. So if we do take the money from them, that's gonna make the truce a bit longer, but it shouldn't matter too much because by the end we will be able to fully annex Portugal in one go, in one war, at least the European parts, which is the one we care about. So I'm gonna wait until I siege down Lisboa as well and then take all their money. Now interestingly, it looks like Granada still has a couple of cores here. Usually the Castilians got rid of them by now. They got rid of them here and here, but I guess we could release them. I'm not entirely sure if it's gonna release them as Catholics or as Sunni, which they were before. Yeah, I guess we'll have to see. I think we can easily vassalize them then. So for releasing nations, we can release Granada. We can also release Galicia and Asturias. And I also want to get these 3 provinces up here. Ah yes, and Gibraltar as well, so we don't have to worry about sieging it down again in the next war if their troops are down here again. So that's gonna be 27 AE, and mostly with people we don't really care about, so that's great. I want to get these 3 provinces here because then we can release Leon here in Cáceres, and then Leon, you can see the highlighted here, they have quite a few of course in Castile. Oh yeah, and also I forgot, we got the event in Jerusalem, so there's no reason to keep waiting for this now. So let's see, we got minus 5% from Jerusalem, we have 5% from the Moorish influx, we have 10% from our mission, the City of Learning thing, 10% from the Golden Era, and a bit from Innovativeness, and of course, because of our corruption, it's, yeah, it's 1.8% more expensive, but it is still only 270, so that is great. We can take both of them. And we even have enough left over for taking up to Tech 5 here, which is great. Now we just need to wait for Admin Tech 7, and then we can go ahead and take Influence, which this first idea here is gonna make us extremely rich very fast because of the sheer number of Eyalets that we have. It's gonna be insane. We can get 15 Army Tradition. Where are we at now? That's gonna bring us to 100. Nice. So that's gonna be until 78. That's completely fine by me. Yeah, we don't need anything else. We could embrace the Renaissance if we wanted to, but the great project here, well, not there, but here, is our priority right now, and that's gonna cost a lot of money. One thing I should have done before I started the war, but I forgot, I wanted to sell some titles and then seize land. I hope my vassals here will actually kill these rebels because they're gonna prevent me from clicking that button, which is annoying. But yeah, we're gonna sell some titles and then hopefully start on the level 2 here on the forts. Let's see if Castile will accept our demands. Looks like they will, and that's gonna be a truce until 83. Okay, yeah, that's fine. Now let's see. Yep, Granada will gladly be vassalized. So now while we're at peace, I'm gonna go ahead and release Leon before I forget. Okay, these guys don't want to attack them whatsoever, so I'm just gonna have to bring my own army there. That's actually annoying. Granada recalculated, and because they're a duchy, they will not accept to get vassalized yet, at least. And same with these guys, the economic base is just too... I don't really get how they calculate that, honestly, but yeah, we're gonna have to wait on these guys, so I'm not even gonna waste a Diplo spot of offering them alliances and stuff like that. I am gonna make Leon an Eyalet though. So we have 3 options here basically. We can attack Venice, the Pope, or just go for France directly. France is allied to Scotland and Naples. We can probably get those 2 cores back from Naples as well if you wanted to. And interestingly, if we would co-belligerate Naples, we would also be able to release Lucca and Pisa because Florence would come to aid them. But I think I want to go for Venice for now because they're getting pretty big and I wanna rein them in a bit. We get an additional idea cost minus 5% until our ruler dies. That's actually great. Okay, let's go ahead and declare on Venice. We can co-belligerate the knights, sure, we can get rid of them, so they stop raiding our coasts. And we're gonna do reconquest. We can call in Poland, but I don't think it's necessary. Okay, I think we should be able to vassalize Parma. We can get over that threshold with some favors. And maybe some more Diplo reputation. So yeah, I think we're gonna go ahead and ally them and all that jazz. Let's go ahead and kick some ass here. Fortunately, we only caught Silly, which we should be able to just get out of the war. We don't want anything from you. There we go, we caught Venice. Nice Steckenweipen. There we go, looks like Bologna finally annexed Ferrara. Ah yes, who doesn't like losing a siege at 71%? Definitely not me. We can go ahead and fully annex the knights. There we go, and we get some military power and some good modifiers for finally disposing or deposing the knightly scourge. Good riddance. And I was looking here, we still have Adana, part of the trading company. We really don't need to do that anymore, so I'm gonna make a state here, assign a pasha because we have an Orthodox province here, and just core everything up, and you can get out of there. I think I'm gonna go ahead and repay these loans, or at least the ones I can, because like I said, I wanna start being able to influence nations as soon as possible. And hey, we're making 18 per month right now. Looks like England is fighting Burgundy. Burgundy attacked England, interesting, for the conquest of Calais. Okay, it's gonna be interesting, see what happens. We can go ahead and take Diplotech. And I think I'll get some mercenaries here to take care of these rebels, because I want to be able to sell titles immediately after this war. I've been delaying it for long enough. I'm gonna get these dudes because they have a 2 siege general and they're also tech 6. And of course, as soon as I do that, Crimea goes ahead and kills the rebels, but we have even more rebels over here, so yeah. Now let's take a look at our peace deal with Venice. So first of all, I want Kosovo for myself, for the gold mine. I want to take these 2 provinces here because we cannot release anything from there. And the rest is gonna be quite easy. We're gonna release Albania, we're gonna release Aquileia, gonna release Corfu, Crete, Ferrara, Montenegro and Padua, and Verona. And that's gonna be our peace deal with Venice. Oh yeah, and before I forget, we need to return Dalmatia, and we also need to return this Zara to Dalmatia, but we cannot right now because there's peasants there, so we have to take care of that. So yeah, out of all of that, we only get 24 aggressive expansion, and most of it is just because of these provinces here in Greece and Kosovo. Hey, look at this. We got another 5% aggressive expansion impact. That's even better. So now we only get 20 AE. Okay, we can go ahead and take the peace deal. It will have a truce until 88, but Venice doesn't really have that much left, so it is completely fine. Send me. There we go. So now we can easily vassalize Montenegro and all of these Italian miners over here. We're gonna start with Montenegro. Oh yeah, and Crete and Corfu as well. I need to not forget about them. We are 7 out of 6 relations, but it's completely fine. I'm gonna go ahead and ally with everyone before we start our next war, because you cannot offer alliances while you're at war. And Verona will not accept right now because we are allied to a lot of their rivals, but as soon as we vassalize these rivals, that won't be a problem anymore. We can also go ahead and pick another rival since Venice is no longer eligible, and now we can go ahead and pick France. However, our next war is gonna be against Austria here because we want to take Vienna. Here we go. We have to safeguard the line of succession, so we're gonna have to lose 2 stability, unfortunately. Otherwise 30 legitimacy, but yeah, the other heir members will be left at the custody of the harem and free to sabotage our nation. So I do not want to take that risk. We'll take the 2 stability hit. Usually we shouldn't get an open rebellion because our ruler military skill is 6. And oh, that's very unfortunate. I just realized we got naive enthusiast, so we're gonna improve relations slower. That's unfortunate. But yeah, we're gonna take this, and unfortunately we did get a rebellion, but our army was right on top of it. No matter, should be fine. We are gonna bump stability back up though. At this point I think it would be wise to get this improved relations guy so we can mitigate for our ruler here. Here we go, we can finally sell some titles and seize some land. So we just need to send Parma a gift here and they will accept to be vassalized. There we go, Parma is now our vassal. I just realized I was being a dumbass again, so you remember Sardinia over here, when we were trying to vassalize them. You see that negative reasons over there, Ottoman economic base compared to Sardinian, minus 27? Well, let's see what happens with that if, for example, we rein in Syria over here. Oh! Look at that, it's minus 13 now. So yeah, I actually didn't know that the development of the Eyalets didn't count unless you make them a core Eyalet. So yeah, that's gonna make our life a lot easier. So we're gonna be able to vassalize Sardinia now without having to wait so much longer. Probably these guys over here as well, Galicia and Asturias. Granada as well. And I think we're also gonna do Bologna and Mantua. But that is a problem for future me, because right now we're gonna declare war on Austria as soon as the diplomat comes back. So we're gonna declare... actually we're gonna declare on Hungary, because we do have the reconquest here for Dalmatia, and it's gonna call in Austria regardless. We're not gonna co-belligerate Aragon. With them, I'm only gonna break their alliance with Castile and Portugal, basically, and make them an easy target for later on. And I suppose we can go ahead and call in our vassal swarm, why not? We're not gonna be able to call in Syria anymore to our wars, but that's fine. We're gonna call in Poland as well, not Sardinia though. And during this war, I'm gonna keep reining in some more Eyalets here until we will be able to vassalize Sardinia and Granada over here. So yeah, that's the game plan for now. I'm gonna pay back these two loans so we can finally influence nations again. Crete is now vassalized, and we can also go ahead and pick our next government reform, and this one right here is gonna make us rich, all because of that income from vassals plus 25%. With the amount of Eyalets we have, and we're gonna have way more than this, by the way. So let's just see, right now we're making almost 24 profit. So let's pick this, and we're also gonna get some promote culture cost and some national tax, and the pashas are stronger. But let's just see how much money we're gonna make now. 39? I think it's gonna update even more. And here we go. Vienna has already fallen in a few days. So now we get this wonderful event, which is gonna give us some money, military power, prestige, and more importantly, until 1499 we get war score cost versus other religions minus 10%, and also some morale damage. That's gonna be great for us. Here we go, boys. Now we make 46 per month just from that one click. So I could upgrade some of our advisors here, but I wanna stockpile some money for now so I can go ahead and upgrade this monument here, which is gonna give us another 5% war score cost versus other religions. Right now we have 5%, it's gonna give us another 5. Let's go ahead and get some trust with Sardinia here. I think that should help with them accepting. Almost there. If we rein in a few more Eyalets like Achaea and Morea here, I think we should be able to get it. There we go, we reined in Crete as well, and now they will accept. So we have Sardinia too. Okay, Aragon, I just want you to cancel your alliance with Castile and with Portugal. You're almost there. Looks like you will accept, and we'll have a truce until 82. That's good. What's our truce with Castile? It's until 83. Okay, so almost at the same time. Yeah, looks like we can vassalize Aquileia? Aquileia? Is that how you say it? Either way, they're ours now. We can get Montenegro as well. And with that we can also get Corfu, because they were rivaling each other. But now that he's my subject, they cannot do that anymore, so no more relationship penalty for us. Vassalize Padua as well, one by one. Okay, let's take a look at our peace deal here. So we're gonna want Vienna, obviously, for our achievement. I do kind of want to take this as well for the Mare Nostrum achievement for later down the line, but we do not need it for now. And we're gonna fight Austria later in the future, I think, anyway. So for now we're just gonna release that core to Dalmatia. We're gonna take these two for ourselves. And I want you to return these two to Serbia. I don't want to take the aggressive expansion for them right now, and that way we can just take them all in one go from Serbia whenever we attack them. So yeah, that's gonna be pretty much the whole peace deal. And before I forget, I want you to stop being allied to Aragon, because that's gonna be annoying. So we still need to beat you up a bit more for that. That's fine. Let's already start reining in some of these smaller eyalets so that we can vassalize Granada as well. Hey, come on Austria, I know you want to. There we go. Can you give me some money too? Sure. That's not a lot of AE, so I am fine with that. There we go, we have Vienna. So I'm just gonna increase autonomy for now because I do not want to deal with rebels here if I can avoid it. I usually like to decrease autonomy, and actually now that we're at peace, let's take a look at that. I can decrease... oh, never mind, this doesn't go lower than 20 because of the Pasha, so that was a waste. Our next order of business is gonna be attacking the Pope here. The Pope, well, Provence has a few cores here, and besides that we can release Savoy and a bunch of OPMs here. So our next batch of vassalizable clay, let's just say. I see no reason to delay. Gonna wait for the diplomat to come back and unleash the swarm on them. I forgot to ally Verona and Mantua, unfortunately, before we declared the war, but oh well, it should be pretty fast. Okay, the Burgundian succession. Looks like Burgundy inherited everyone. Brittany will defend us again. Okay. Interesting. So Burgundy is under a PU with Brittany. Very interesting. Their liberty desire is 100%, of course. But it would be interesting to see if Brittany can inherit them. Because if they do, that would make our lives a bit easier. Because we can just take a province from Brittany here, for example, and just release Burgundy. And then we can just feed him. Yeah, that could work out. Let's see what happens. Oh my god, boys, Brittany actually did it. Brittany inherited Burgundy. I clicked away the event, but it's right here. On the 2nd of August, the Duchess of Burgundy died, and they inherited. That is amazing for us, actually, because... wait, is it still here? No, it disappeared from here. So there was an imperial event that they had to vote on, and I think it ended like next year, and everyone was voting for Burgundy to release the lowlands. So everything here from like Belgium and the Netherlands would have gotten independent again, and that would have made our life harder. Now with this turn of events, it's gonna make it so much easier for us to conquer here. We can do the thing that we talked about. We can release Burgundy here from like one province and then just feed them back their cores. Oh, that's gonna be amazing. Okay, let's not get carried away. Let's vassalize Ferrara. So here's what I'm thinking. Even though we didn't quite finish our war with the Pope here yet, I think I'm gonna go ahead and declare on France right away. Simply because I don't want to risk having France declaring war on Brittany now, because they're basically the only other adversary for France right now, you know, besides Aragon and Asturias, whatever. But Asturias is guaranteed by us. So yeah, I think I'm gonna do that. I just don't want to have any surprises with them. But I think I'm gonna co-belligerate Naples as well. We're not gonna take anything from him this time, but it does bring in Florence if we do this. And I would like to release Pisa and Lucca from Florence if possible. Let's send it. We can go ahead and get another free general, and while we're at it, we can also get a new religious tax for some more monies. And I believe now we have enough to start building this to level 2. I'm gonna pump some manpower into it because we have a lot. And the general we got has no siege, unfortunately. And oh yeah, one thing I wanted to do is I want to start building a spy network on England from now, because it looks like they don't have any allies, so we might have to just declare on them. Oh nice, we get 10 development randomly. Sure. Mr. Pope man, will you accept my demands? Just want you to return those cores and release Savoy and these three guys here. And yeah, looks like you will. And that gives us a truce until 86. When does my truce with Venice expire? 88. We should time these, or at least try to. Let me see with Naples, if I just end your alliance with France, that will give us a truce until 83. And you are also allied to Venice. We do it in February 88. That's basically 1 month before the truce with Venice completes. I want to declare war on them all at the same time, basically, so I'm trying to like kind of time them together. So yeah, I think we'll do that. That's fine. Okay, so Provence just got a bit bigger here, and unfortunately we still can't ally anyone to vassalize because we're still in a war, technically. So instead of improving relations with these guys, because they're already pretty high, I'm gonna start improving with Savoy and probably one of these guys. And we can make Ferrara and Eyalet. We can go ahead and get Admin Tech 7, which will allow us to get our next idea group, which is gonna be Influence. So if you thought we got rich before, well, we're gonna get another 25% income from vassals from here. So let's see, we make like 38 right now. Let's see if it's gonna be any noticeable difference there. Oh yeah, we jumped up to 54. I think we can just go ahead and max out the corruption thingy now. Oh yeah, I forgot, we're actually at war with Florence as well, so yeah, just gonna release those two from them. Ooh, will we win that? I would say probably yes, but before we do that, we can take our next idea here. Less liberty desiring subjects, but it's also gonna make our cavalry a bit stronger. And oh, there you go, we can also take military tech 7. Did you guys? Yeah, France already had it. We don't have enough time to get another month of morale tech here, but hopefully it's gonna be enough. But that also means we can start building more cannons now for these other guys. Oh yeah. That was... okay, I thought it was a stack wipe, but it wasn't. It was pretty good though. We can go ahead and get the leader siege +1 now. Gonna go ahead and ask for fleet basing rights here from Asturias, so we can blockade this fort here. It looks like England allied Brittany here, so we probably don't even need that claim on them anymore. Okay, we siege down Napoli. Let's see, what do we actually want from you guys? Because I don't want any land from you right now, I'm pretty sure, because I don't want the aggressive expansion. Yeah, it's gonna be 17. I mean, technically we could, but we're gonna get some more aggressive expansion in a bit here. So I just want you to annul your alliance with France, and let's see, the truce is 84. Give me some money. It's gonna be 86. The max you could give me is 340. What if you also give me war reps? That will be 87. Okay, so we can make some progress on that. Let's go ahead and beat up your armies a bit. That's another one battle right there. Ah yes, another 78% siege. Don't you love to see that? There we go, Jesus Christ. Let's go ahead and challenge the French again on this fort. Nice, nice. Let's just go ahead and siege Paris, shall we? Okay, let's go ahead and peace out Naples. I believe that's perfectly synchronized with our truce with Venice. So we have the Ottomans, there we go, March 1488. And yep, March 1488. Perfect. Now we're just gonna work on Florence here and continue sieging down the rest of France. Hey, we lose more war exhaustion. How much do we have? 4.2. That's actually pretty good. Oh, looks like we're gonna catch a low morale stack here. Is it gonna be a stack wipe? Unfortunately not. Oh my god, look at that pathing. Amazing. Okay, you can just siege down Paris for now. Let's go ahead and blast open the walls. They have another stack here, which we could probably take care of with this stack after we finish the siege. We could embrace the Renaissance, however, this has a higher priority for me right now. 79. Let's just go ahead and click the manpower one again. We should be able to get a lot of manpower back pretty soon, especially if we click these buttons here, which I should not forget about. We could get the next idea, however, it's only diplomatic annexation cost, so I think I'm just gonna save up now to get Diplotech 7 now. Because I think we're gonna need that colonial range, which is, it might seem strange, but it's actually also your coring range, and I believe, let me check here. So yeah, for example, Calais here is outside of our colonial range, as well as London really, and probably York, and we need York and London for the achievement. So to get York we'll have to get this province here, Scarborough, so that's 237 away, distance away, and we have 160 now, and if we tech up we're gonna get another 115, so that's gonna be 275. So yeah, that's gonna be enough. So that's why I want Diplotech 7. Alternatively, we could also just take, for example, one of these provinces here from France. Then we would also have to wait for them to fully core up so that the distance would actually recalculate. And yeah, that's gonna be that's just a lot of sitting and waiting around. So it's way better and faster if we just take the tech here. Go ahead and kill these Frenchies before they actually take the fort back, hopefully. Oh, we already took down Paris. So we could technically end the war any moment now if we wanted to, but I do want Firenze to fall first. Another victory. We should really add more infantry to our stacks. I'm gonna do that after the first chance we get when we have a bit of peace. We can go ahead and blow the walls here. I want you to be done quick. And let's take a look at our peace deal with France. For returning cores, I just want you to give Maine back to Provence. It could get Dauphin as well, but I would much rather you release the nation of Dauphin with both of those provinces instead. You can also release that dude, this. Not Champagne, because I think they're a bit too large to vassalize. Maybe not impossible, but a bit more involved. You can also release Foix, Orleans as well. I think they're also just a tiny bit too big. You know what? We'll try it. Sure. You can also release Picardy there. Yeah, that's it. We will also take these two provinces here for ourselves, so we can release Toulouse and Gascony ourselves, because if we release them from here they're just gonna be too big to vassalize. So instead, in the next war against France, we're just gonna feed them their cores back, and the rest of these guys, it's the same story. We're just gonna diplo-vassalize them. And as you can see, the coalition is basically the same. Even after we do this, we're only gonna take 28 AE from that, and there's actually no one in the coalition against us right now. Only Genoa could technically enter because we don't have a truce with them, but since they're the only ones that could enter, they are too weak to actually even consider entering, so that's nice. There we go, Firenze has fallen, so let's see. Florence will accept, and this will give us a truce with you until 88. And you are allied with who? Genoa, Naples. So in that case, we have a truce with Naples until March of 88. Let's see if we can also make it March. Yep, there we go. That's perfect. So whenever we declare war on Naples again in 88, we're just gonna co-belligerate Florence and Venice and just take care of all three of them in one go. Just send it. And now we have two more people here to take care of, to improve relations with. Come on, can we get a Stackenweipen? They don't even have a general. More legalism, please. No Stackenweipen, unfortunately. We also have Scotland in this war, which is probably why we have such a low war score. It could have been way higher, but also because we didn't occupy Maine yet, so let's get on top of that. That's the actual war goal. Looks like we can also embrace the Renaissance, so let's just do that. And look at that, we can already pick Diplotech 7. So now let's double check our colonial range. Yep, that is in range. London 2, of course. And these two here, of course, as well. That's great. And Zealand, yeah, that's also fine. We also need Zealand for the achievement. Okay, now that we have the war goal siege down, France will accept. So this will give us a truce with them until 92, which is probably fine. If they are too big to fully annex in the next war, we'll just go ahead and break our truce with them at the end to just get whatever is left. That's not a problem. We fully completed the diplomatic idea set, so we have lowered impact on stability from diplomatic actions, so that's gonna be fine. We might have to do the same with Castile, but for now let's just go ahead and send this. And first things first, we're gonna go ahead and release Gascony first, and then Toulouse. Now we could just go ahead right away and declare war on Brittany, which I want to do, but before we can do that, I have to send alliances to basically everyone that is purple here, because these are all of the nations that we released in wars so far. Well, except Mantua, but you get the idea. So we need to vassalize all of these people peacefully. So after I'm allied myself with everyone here, it's gonna put us way over our Diplo limit, but that's gonna be fine. We took everything that we needed with our Diplo power. We took Diplotech 7 and we also got our most important ideas. The rest here are just nice to haves, but not necessary for our achievements, so I'm perfectly fine with wasting some points for now. So let's go ahead and ally Albania. Just gonna go ahead and do this. I'm gonna probably come back when I'm ready to declare on Brittany, because it's gonna take a while. Oh, looks like we got faceting in Constantinople. We got gems now. That's great. Okay, we got almost everyone. So now we can start vassalizing them. So we can start with Verona. Now for Albania, before we can actually vassalize them, we'll have to sell them back their province here, because they have a core on it, and as long as we own a province that they have a core on, they will never accept to be vassalized. As you can see, we had like minus 1,000 negative reasons with them, but now technically next month we'll just be able to send them a request. Okay, we can also vassalize Spoleto. We can also vassalize Savoy. We can vassalize Albania as well. And that allows us to finally complete our push into the north mission here, which will give us minus 20 years of separatism in the Balkans. Better late than never. I want to wait to vassalize Perugia first before I ally myself with Urbino, because otherwise they're rivaled to each other. So I will get a relation penalty with Perugia and I won't be able to click the button anymore. So there we go. Now that's done, so we can ally you, and I believe that's everyone. Now it says here that Bourbonnais here, these guys, might break their alliance with us because we're allied to a lot of their rivals. That's fine, that's gonna happen. If they do break the alliance, it's not the end of the world, because we won't get the minus 50 relation penalty if they're the ones that break the alliance. So we can just offer them the alliance again after we vassalize their rivals, basically. So now that we have a free diplomat and we allied pretty much everyone, I'm gonna leave these two Iberian guys for later. We can just go ahead and declare on Brittany now, and we can even co-belligerate England because they don't have any other allies, and we can honestly just pick whatever casus belli, and let's just invite everyone that wants to join, because why not? Let's make it a party. There we go. And now I'm gonna slowly go ahead and transform everyone who I just vassalized into Eyalets, so they will Oh yeah, by the way, we are at 22 out of 6 Diplo relations right now. We are making -1 Diplo power per month. So yeah, that's why I'm gonna go ahead and make them Eyalets. So I'm gonna make Verona an Eyalet here, so now we are down to 21 out of 6. That's why Eyalets are broken. Besides, you know, the income and the manpower as well. I guess they really are broken. Oh, would you look at that? Austria is no longer a valid rival. Oh, we have no valid rivals. Isn't that interesting? We were already down to 15 out of 6, and Italy is starting to look greener and greener with each passing month. Okay, since we took down the fort here, I'm just gonna go ahead and transfer this army over to England here, which, oh, England only has 18k troops and 2k manpower. Okay, that is interesting. Okay, we can vassalize Lucca, it looks like, get it. So we only need 9 more relations with them, so if we just go ahead and give Trent an insult, a scornful insult that is, Lucca, or no, not Lucca, Mantua will be more than willing to join us. There we go. We can vassalize Pisa as well. Dauphin. Picardy. What? Oh, and actually I completely forgot we also had Granada down here. There we go. Oh yeah, that's a lot of green in Italy. And we didn't even conquer anything directly here. Isn't that nice? And it's gonna be the same story in France soon enough. Most of these guys are already our vassals, I just need to make them Eyalets, which will change their color. Dauphin was already kinda green. And look at that, we're already under our Diplo relations cap. That was easy. Hey guys, look, it's another 78% siege. Kill me. 274 days. Okay, dude. Ooh, that's a stack wipe. That gotta hurt. That has to hurt, man. I'm gonna move this stack down here in Spain, or, you know, Castile, in preparation for our next target. We got Berry as well. Alençon, if that's how you say it. Okay, Mr. Englishman, this is all I want from you. I want Calais, London, and those 2 provinces. It's gonna be 43 AE, quite a bit, but I think it should be fine. We have a truce with most of those guys anyway, so yeah, let's just go ahead and take all your money and Bob's your uncle. I'm not gonna bother with these 2 because I'm gonna release Northumberland here once we finish the war, which I suppose it's gonna be any second now. And we finally vassalized Auvergne as well. And that's everyone we can right now, because these guys we have to re-ally with them after we finish the war. Okay, so let's take a look at this peace deal. So one person I definitely do not want to enter the coalition is Lorraine, because this little guy right here is basically the only other dude left in this area, in the French region, that we have to declare on separately. Everyone else is basically either Brittany or France, which we will have truces with, so we don't care. But this guy we're gonna have to declare on separately, so I do not want to have him join a coalition. It looks like he will be exactly at -50 with this peace deal. So what I'm gonna do, we're in December right now, we're gonna wait until January. Let's check again, and yep, looks like Lorraine is not there anymore. That is great news. Now I am worried a bit about Milan joining the coalition, because that's also someone we will have to declare on separately. We do not have a truce with him yet. We're gonna see. If they do join, I do believe we can declare on Trent whenever our truce with them expires. Before I forget though, I also want you to release Nevers. So this truce is gonna be in 90, and our truce with France was in 92, if I'm not mistaken. So yeah, that's gonna be it, just send it. now we have another dude that we can vassalize. But before we do anything else, I need to release, first of all, where are you? Burgundy and Northumberland, yes. Perfect. Our truce with Castile ends in January, so basically in 1 year. Yeah, our truce with Aragon also ended. That's also something I was waiting for, which I forgot. And you have no allies, so we're gonna declare on you first. Okay guys, so full disclosure, I think from here on out we're just gonna go full ham on everyone. I think we're not gonna be at peace until we finish this damn achievement. So we're gonna start here with Aragon, and then immediately after in 83 we're gonna declare on Castile, Portugal. Then in the order our truces expire, basically we're gonna declare on Naples, the Pope, Firenze or Florence, Genoa, Milan, and Lorraine, which will also bring in Austria. And then we'll also have to do another war with France and Brittany. And also we have another war to do with QQ for these two provinces here, because they are part of Anatolia. And at the end of all that, we're also gonna have to go to war with Morocco for Fez. So I think that's just gonna be a continuous string of wars. So yeah, let's see how it goes. Let's send it. Oh my god, I just rolled for a new general. It's a 6 siege general, dude. The truce with Castile has ended. It is time to strike. God damn it, I forgot to break their alliance. No. There you go, you will accept. God damn it, that was very anticlimactic. Ooh, would you look at that? Greece has declared independence here. So yeah, apparently I had some rebels here in Cyprus, which I forgot about completely. That's kind of hilarious, I'm not gonna lie. So we have a truce with them until 88. That's fine. We're just gonna have to get them again, I guess. With that delay out of the way, we can go ahead and declare war on Castile and Portugal. There we go. We just started the siege here today and it's already at 7%. That's just bonkers, dude. I think I'm gonna go ahead and sell titles here, even if we're only gonna be left with 8% crown land. I just want the money so I can upgrade this finally to level 3. It looks like we can debase again for free. This time I'm gonna click the correct button. So I think if we send a scornful insult here to Florence, we will be able to vassalize both Bologna and Siena. Yep, that is wonderful news. Let's vassalize Bologna and can also get Siena. And it looks like France actually did us a favor here, because Lorraine allied himself with France. So whenever our truce expires with France, we can just annex Lorraine here as well. That's great for us. So here's what we're gonna do. We won't actually sue for peace with any of these guys in Iberia until we declare all of our remaining wars. Because as soon as we peace out these guys, as you can see, we're gonna have to take quite a chunk out of them, and that's gonna be a lot of aggressive expansion. And at this point we don't really care about our aggressive expansion anymore, but before we get to that stage where we do not care, we need to declare wars on the rest of the Italians here that we do not have a truce with at the moment. So that's Genoa and Milan for us, for example. So after we've declared war on them, they basically cannot join the coalition anymore. So let's think about this here. So Milan is allied with unimportant people. Genoa here is allied with Lithuania, which is a bit annoying because we're gonna have to go over there and kick them out. Maybe Poland will help us, hopefully. But the main thing here, we cannot declare war on Genoa yet because they are also allied with Venice, and I want to be able to co-belligerate Venice, because otherwise I don't think we will have enough war score to actually take everything in one go. So for that we will have to wait until 88. Yeah, we can declare our war on Milan now, but we'll just have to postpone these Iberian wars here. Okay, let's send it on Milan. And I'm actually gonna bring this army here. It's gonna take them a while, but I'm gonna bring them all the way over here. Let's go ahead and do this quick war here with QQ for our last two provinces in the Anatolian region. Hey, we get some free stability. I think, yeah, you guys are ready to be vassalized. Which also makes you guys ready to be vassalized. Well, would you look at that? Let's make Aquileia and a Core Eyalet here, and maybe Padua as well. Doesn't really matter. Let's see if that's enough. And it is. We just need a free diplomat. Here we go. We can vassalize Asturias, and I believe that should... Yep. Now Galicia will also accept because the distance factor is not there anymore. And boys, France is already looking kind of green, don't you agree? And there we go. I think officially we vassalized pretty much everyone that we could diplomatically. I think everything that's left for us to do now is just to conquer stuff. Our diplomats are gonna be pretty much free from now on. That was a lot of micromanagement, managing everyone's opinions, trying to get them up to 190 and trying to keep in mind who rivaled who, and yeah, it was very time consuming, but I think it was worth it in the end. I mean, look at how much we technically own of Europe, right? Everything that's green, ignore the green stripes for now, but look at all of the green in Europe, right? And then look at our aggressive expansion. The most we have right now, I believe, is 80 with Austria. Well, no, we have 121 with Genoa, but that's literally like 2 or 3 countries. Well, okay, France and Brittany, but that's understandable because we just had a war with them. But that's not too bad, right? Now, don't get me wrong, it's gonna get bad from now on. But from now on, we're not gonna care anymore, so hopefully it's gonna be fine. I suppose we can now just leave a diplomat here to improve relations with Poland, because why not? So we fully occupied Milan here, and technically we're just gonna sit like this until 1488. A lot of things are gonna happen in 1488. Our truces with Milan, with the Pope, with Florence, and with Venice are all gonna go off. We're basically gonna declare war on the whole of Italy in 1488, including Genoa, which will unfortunately also drag in Lithuania. But yeah, until then, we're basically just gonna sit on our hands. The only really thing that I have left to do right now is to finish the QQ war. Oh, looks like Castile managed to get some troops over in Cairo somehow. That's fine, we have an army here. So this is literally everything we want from QQ, and that's it. I gave this one to Iraq because they have a core on it. We're still 7 years ahead, so we can take the next idea here. It's not gonna do much for us, but it will give us more reform progress growth, which is always nice. So this feels kind of strange now, just sitting here and waiting until 88? I feel like I'm wasting time, even though I kind of know that I'm not. You know what? I'm gonna use this time to go ahead and annex Serbia, because it's long overdue. They've been sitting here all nice and chilling this whole time. I even gave them back these 2 provinces. I don't need to invite everyone else here, honestly. They don't have any allies, no nothing. Let's just go ahead and ruin their day. I'm sorry, Mr. Serbians, but the achievement tells me to do it, so I don't know. I don't know what to tell you. Ah, nice, we can lose some more war exhaustion. Dude, Belgrade fell so quickly, it's not even funny. So our monument is completed to level 3 here, but unfortunately we're just a tiny bit short. We have, our peace offer right now is at 93, and Madrid here costs 9% war score. So we just needed 2 more war score to be able to fully annex Castile in one go. It sucks, man. Well, we'll have to truce break them for just 1 province, I guess. Unless, wait, hold on. When does the truce end? Yeah, It's October 1500. So yeah, we're gonna have to truce break him. Hey, look at Naples go here and Genoa. Okay, what the hell happened here? What did you do, Naples? Okay. Well, you know what that means, right? It probably means we have some new targets to vassalize, right? Okay, boys, it is officially the 1st of January 1488, and before I do anything else, I'm gonna go ahead and get this tech here, even if we're ahead, because we're gonna get innovativeness. Also military, yes. Islamic Center of Scholarly Learning. Kinda wish I clicked that before I got the military tank, you know, but oh well. Okay, it is officially the 1st of February, so let's go ahead and declare on our favorite old man ruler here. So many of our vassals have claims on you. Jesus. Unleash the vassal swarm. There is the Pope with some random HRE nations as usual. You know what? I am gonna click this button now. I can afford to. So next month we should be able to declare on Naples, Florence, Genoa and Venice all at the same time. Lithuania is gonna be a pain in the ass. Actually, let me check. Oh yeah, Poland will actually come to help us with this, so that is great news. Naples, I'm gonna co-belligerate Venice, Florence and Genoa. Only Lithuania will come in. Just gonna go ahead and click all these boxes again. This is very annoying, by the way. There should be a button here to just check everyone that's gonna accept, because this is ridiculous. The amount of times I had to do this. Okay, finally. Yes, send it. Okay, so just double checking. This is our diplomatic map mode right now. So we are at war with the rest of Italy, anything we do not own, which is perfect. So that means we can go ahead and peace out from these two wars here. Let's actually wait, let's think about this for a second. Because if I do end the wars now, that's gonna be fine and dandy, but I'm gonna be stuck with a lot of overextension, which I won't be able to give to my vassals because we are still gonna be at war. So we're still gonna keep them. We're not gonna peace out yet. Although I will also declare war on Cyprus and be done with you. There we go, Rome has fallen. I'm just gonna go straight to Naples. Okay, everything's going pretty well and it's still 88. Okay, Venezia has fallen. Okay, we can go ahead and annex Florence. It's gonna be 40 AE, but again, we do not care about this number anymore. I've already given it to Bologna and Siena, so no overextension for me. Okay, we can already get Venice out of the war. We are gonna get some aggressive not aggressive expansion, I mean overextension, 68%, but I think it should be fine. We should be able to handle it. We are gonna give this land away anyway as soon as we stop being in any war. Yeah, there's people starting to join the coalition, but like I said, we don't care now. Oh yeah, that's a very red map. It's gonna get even redder by the time we're done with this. So one thing to note here, guys, this is actually pretty cool. So, you know, if you have vassals, you can complete your vassals' mission trees as well. And Provence here actually has a mission, which basically he needs to own Corsica, or he has to have 100 development and basically gains cores on the entirety of Naples here, which is pretty amazing, honestly. So if we just dev him up 4 more times, he should be able to get this mission. And then in our peace deal with Naples, we should just be able to basically return everything to Provence. Okay, it's available for him to click now. Click it. You just have to click it. There you go, good vassal. So now if we check the diplomatic map mode, technically has a core on the entirety of Naples now. And it looks like the Pope will finally accept to be fully annexed. So I'm just gonna keep Rome here for myself because I'm not entirely sure how it works, because I know if Catholics own Rome and the Pope doesn't exist anymore, then they're gonna like ask them to give independence to the Pope and yada yada. Not sure if that also works if the country is a subject, but I just don't want to risk it, so I'm just gonna own Rome myself. Bye bye. Yeah, here we go. We already are starting to get overextension events, which I do not like. It shouldn't last too much longer, hopefully. Okay, Cyprus is done. That's gonna be easy. We already have Cyprus as a core. That's not gonna be any overextension for us. Here we go, we can finally white piece Lithuania out of here. We can even get some money. And it looks like Genoa will finally accept our demands. Do I want to push and get Azov as well? We do need it for Mare Nostrum, but I suppose we don't need it for now. So yeah, I'm not gonna drag it longer than it has to be. So there's Genoa done. That means we can now also peace out Naples. So it's the same peace deal. You will accept. The coalition is gigantic, but we do not care. Now I can also peace out Milan. Full annexation. Can also go ahead and get rid of Aragon. Full annexation Aragon. There we go. And now for Portugal. Wonderful. And looks like Castile will be left with 4 provinces here. So we're gonna have to truce break him, but I think it's fine because I have a hunch that we'll also have to truce break France. We'll have to see though. Let's just go ahead and do this. Okay, now that's a very green Europe, isn't it? Yeah. I don't even want to look at this map mode, honestly. It's gonna give me nightmares. But before we unpause the game now, I have a lot of provinces to give away. So let's see here. It's kind of hard to see which provinces are mine and which aren't, because everything is the same goddamn color. But we're gonna try our best. Okay. I think I gave everyone... No, I forgot this one here to Iraq. There we go. I believe that is everything now, besides Rome, of course, which I said I was gonna keep. I tried to balance them out a bit, like not make someone too big that they wouldn't... So like, yeah, see, for example, Granada here is very close to not accepting to be reined in. But yeah, that's basically what I'm gonna do now. I'm gonna work on the rest of our Eyalets and rein them in, basically, whichever ones I didn't yet. So basically all that is left for us to do now is to wait for our truces to expire, first with Brittany, then with France. That's gonna be it, basically. Oh yeah, we'll also have to do a quick war against Morocco for Fez. And actually, now that I look at it, we should declare this war now, because I see that Morocco has minus 55 AE with us, and he might join this big ass coalition. So in order to not risk that, I am gonna declare now. There we go. That took me ages to click all those boxes again. Hey, we got an achievement, which is weird. It's all about the money. Accumulate 3,000 gold. Correct me if I'm wrong, but I believe we had more than 3,000 in this campaign. I mean, just to upgrade this to level 3, we had to spend like 5k something. That's a very delayed achievement, but okay, another one crossed off the list. Alright boys, so I've been recording this campaign for over a few days already, maybe like a week at this point, and today King of Kings released, so I had to roll back my version of the game to 1.35, and everything is working fine, everything is fine, but you might notice here, like the UI looks a bit weird, and these screens maybe as well, and that is because some of the mods I was using have already updated to 1.36, so now they don't work anymore in this outdated version. So yeah, things might look a bit funny for a while, but thankfully we're almost done with this campaign, so let's get cracking here with attacking Morocco. Look at that. I was wondering, because it says the Papal State has entered into a coalition against us, and I was like, wait a minute, we already took care of the Pope. But he spawned up here in Germany. That's funny. Dude, are you kidding me? It's another 71%? We've had like 10 of those this whole campaign. It's crazy. There we go, we finally took Fez. Get out of here, Mr. Morocco. Oh yeah, we had peasants up here. I completely forgot about them. Okay, our truce with Brittany ended, so you know what that means. Let's see, they allied Hamburg and Lübeck. Irrelevant. I will just do like a Burgundian reconquest, it's fine. Send me. There we go, Fez. Or Fez, I mean Morocco. We only need Fez from you. We have to take another province for it though. And we're just gonna get some war reps and some money. Oh yeah, look at that coalition. This screen is so small now, it looks so strange. But in any event, that's all we want from you. Dude, I swear to god, this campaign is cursed. 78%? What is this? Oh, and look at that, 71. Dude, I swear to god, what is going on? There we go, our truce with France ended, so you know what that means. It means it is time. And just as predicted, they are allied with Lorraine, so we will be able to get this guy out of the way as well. He is part of France, the French region. Send me. Get the hell out of here, Brittany. That's what I thought. Hey, France. What's up? Hey, where'd you go? I wasn't done. This is so funny. France came all the way down here to siege down Fez, and he's standing in the same province as Foix, who is my subject. Are you not? I guess I didn't call you into this war? Yeah, no, he's not at war with France. They're both just chilling down there. France is sieging down my fort and Foix is just like cheerleading him or something. I don't know. Ah, here we go. We basically got the same event to form an eyalet here in the Morocco region, just as we got it here with Tunis. But this time I see no reason why we shouldn't. We're gonna release Sus as a subject, and the nice part about that is that they're gonna get cores on these two provinces immediately, basically. So I can even probably cancel that core and get some admin back, and this way we will also get 75 diplo power, which is the one that we're most lacking in right now. So hey, sure, why the hell not? Here we go. Now we have Eyalet E4. That's a strange name, but we can go ahead and immediately rein him in, because they do need to be a core eyalet. In fact, everybody needs to be a core eyalet for the achievement to actually count. As you can see, it even says here in the tooltip. And as you can see, all of these guys that have like a yellow icon here are basically core eyalets, and the ones with gray icons are just normal eyalets. So as you can see, I have been busy and I have been pretty much making everyone an eyalet except for the guys in France, because they can still help me siege down for now. Yeah, it's more convenient to leave these guys for last, basically. And here we go, it looks like Brittany is already ready to give in to our demands. Can we get war reps? No, I mean, we don't really need them at this point. So yeah, that's gonna be another 80, add them to the pile, I guess. And yeah, let's get some money. And that's Brittany done. Now we only have France and this little dude here. I'm not gonna bother coring any of this shit because I'm gonna just give it away to some of the eyalets around here. Let's get Liège out of the war. And let's see, will you accept to be annexed? Not yet. Yeah, I have to try and hunt down his army here. This came in a bit late. Let's go ahead and get Scotland out of the war as well. Hey, we can finally complete this mission, our relations with Venice. So we'll get 15 Navy Tradition, 3 Mercantilism, and some galley compatibility. Kind of irrelevant at this point, but hey, it's nice to have. And looks like we can also do the next one, which will give us an event. Okay, so we'll get more Mercantilism, we'll get more trade power in Constantinople, and just generally good trade stuff. So I'm all for that. Here we go, we finally caught Lorraine's army. They were very sneaky. But there you go, they're gone now. Will you accept? Yes. This is all I was waiting for, so can go ahead and fully annex Lorraine. And with that, we can now go ahead and do our peace deal with France. And as you can see, I was right. We won't be able to take everything in one go. Mainly because Paris is so goddamn expensive. It's 26% war score just by itself. But yeah, so we're gonna have to do 2 truce breaks basically, with France and with Castile over here. Yeah, our truce with France is gonna end, come on, it was right there, in 1508, and with Castile in 1505, so there's no point in waiting. I'm just gonna go ahead and send this. Our coalition is off the charts. But now, before we declare the war, I wanna make sure I give away all these cores, or all these provinces basically, so I don't have to worry about coring them. I will just have to figure out who I want to give them to. I will keep Paris though. I will go ahead and core it up. There we go. I just basically made Alençon or Alençon bigger here because no one was valid to give provinces to because they couldn't core them, except for Provence, but Provence is already big enough as it is, I think. So, without further ado, let's go ahead and do our first truce break. It's gonna be another 45 aggressive expansion on top of all that we have already, which is wonderful. Look at that France, we have 654 and 603 with Genoa. Yikes. But yes, let's go ahead. As much as it hurts me, it must be done. And I guess there's no reason to delay the Castile War either. We don't have a claim on them, which sucks, but hey, what's another -1 stability when you're already at -2? I guess you do get more aggressive expansion, but again, the same principle applies here. So yeah, Portugal won't even join. They are bankrupt. Oh yeah, Portugal still has this province, these 2 provinces here. And I'm assuming they also have some more islands. Maybe they also made it to the New World. So yeah, we won't worry about them. Let's declare our last war of the campaign. There we go. Now we just have to do the final sieges. And now that we declared both of those. Oh my god, look at that war exhaustion, dude. Yes, we can now go ahead and stab up. There we go. We are still very much ahead in our techs, so everything is cool. Oh, sorry friends, I didn't see you there. For this click, I don't even know. Nothing is really relevant for us, I guess. This. Sure. There we go, Castile is out of the picture, and Iberia is now officially under Ottoman control. Oh my god, dude, we literally just stepped on this province, and it said, oh wait, no. England was already sieging it. Okay, never mind. Never mind. I mean, we do have a 6 siege general, but okay, he's not that good. And there we go, boys. France has unconditionally surrendered. So technically, once I click this button, we should see that goddamn achievement pop up there in the corner. Moment of truth. Wait, let's actually get money as well. Ha. Okay, there's no achievement yet, but probably I have to unpause for a day. There it is, boys. MEHMET'S ambition. Starting as the Ottomans, own or have Core Eyalets own all the provinces required to form the Roman Empire before 1500. 0.1% of players have this. Well, that's also probably because it's a very new achievement, but hey. Oh boy, this campaign was something else, let me tell you. The amount of micromanaging I had to do with all of the vassals and all of the eyalets and whatnot. But hey, we did it in the end. Let's take a look at our situation here. So our aggressive expansion in Europe at least is through the roof. So I'm not sure we're ever gonna do something ever again here in Europe in this playthrough. I mean, I don't know, maybe if we go far enough, this all this AE will slowly go down. There is also the possibility of them attacking me, but I think they would be pretty crazy to do that, if I'm being honest. Well, actually, would they? I'm actually pretty weak right now, because all of the... I had to make all of these guys Core Eyalets, right? So that means that I can't actually call them into wars anymore. So yeah, I don't know, man. It's looking kind of dodgy now that I think about it. But yeah, look at this. Look at our income. We have 190 income in 1495. We are running level 3, level 4, level 4 advisors, and I can probably upgrade them even more. Yeah, man. We are extremely powerful. Yeah, so now we're in a bit of a pickle because, as you remember, when we started this campaign, our main goal was to get... Oh, that's not how you spell. We were supposed to get this mission, this achievement, a blessed nation. And I mean, we can still go for it, of course. We also said we would do Dar al-Islam. We also said we would form the Roman Empire and get Mare Nostrum. Yeah, it's there. Yeah, there were some other achievements as well, but the main problem I have right now is King of Kings released, and the game updated to 1.36, and I'm not sure if the saves are going to be compatible. So one option we would have is to continue on 1.35 and go for those other achievements, because they are basically within reach. Basically, Mare Nostrum, we only need this one province from Austria. I don't know how the hell we're gonna get that though with all this aggressive expansion. We need Theodoro, Genoa, some provinces here, Imereti probably, and we also need the coast of Africa, and that's about it. Then for a blessed nation we just need to get some Coptic rebels and basically let them change our religion and then go for those blessings wherever they are. So yeah, let me know what you would like to see, if we should just leave this campaign as it is now, because it was already pretty long, and just end the 1.35 EU4 era basically, and then just plan out some other campaigns basically to get those other achievements. Yeah, let me know in the comments what you would like to see. But for now, I am out. I'm gonna go pray that I will never have to play the Ottomans again, but knowing my luck, there's probably an achievement that I missed somewhere. Okay boys, there is one last achievement. We have to assign a Pasha in Paris. There we go, we got Parisian Pasha. Assign Pasha to Paris. Very self-explanatory, that one. I'm gonna leave you with that extra one right there, because yeah, why not? That's the reason why I took Paris for myself anyway. Some of you may have noticed that the on-screen achievement tracker up here in the upper right corner of the screen doesn't match with this one here. It says we have 21 achievements, and that is because we skipped these two here. The continuation of diplomacy, successfully use threat and war to gain a province from another nation, and Bright Spark have 50 innovativeness. I'm not sure what happened to them. Maybe I lost them in the hours and hours of footage that I've been editing down. I couldn't find them anywhere. Maybe I just didn't record them because I also took breaks when there wasn't a lot of interesting stuff happening, and I may have missed them. I don't know what happened to them, but hey, there we go. Now we have them there as well. We updated it, and you may have also noticed that we now have 363 total achievements, and that is of course because King of Kings released, which added a bunch of new achievements alongside with it, which that's great news for us. So we're gonna end this campaign with 21 achievements for the very first campaign. I'd say that's pretty okay if we're not gonna continue it. As I said, let me know in the comments. So yeah, with that, I'm out.